especially with this combination of Invoker, Centaur, and
Reserve
Warlock,
time.
it does work out pretty well. Especially early on, if they throw a tri-lane out there of whoever their safe lane is, with Warlock as well as the Pudge, a hook, Shadow Word, and something from a safe laner might be enough to get a couple of kills for the position 1 of Complexity. Maybe it could go Sven. I haven't really seen a Sven do too well the main qualifiers. They actually
Radiant
elect
team
to go
ban.
for the Brewmaster, which is alright with this draft. It does set up quite a bit.
Seconds
Could
remaining.
set up a couple of potential kills with whoever they pick as their 4th
5 seconds
position.
remaining.
You know, the Warlock's going to be up there with Brewmaster, Shadow Word,
Someone's
Thunderclap.
dropped.
And I like a Pudge in this position. Maybe we see Pudge come out for Complexity. Venomancer are going to be banned
Dire
out.
team
We
ban.
did see it was Z-Freak play the Venomancer in the jungle, so not surprised to see that ban come out from an NP. All things
10 seconds
considered.
remaining. 5 seconds
Freak did
remaining.
very well with that Venomancer, made it very difficult for their opponents when they played that. Now Complexity
Dire
going to
team's
ban
turn
out the
to pick.
Sniper. Not too sure that's the pick I really think they'll go with for NP, or what I thought they would go with. But you do have the Initiator in Slardar to get in front of you, let the Sniper sit back, as well as the Venge.
10 seconds remaining.
And then with the Echo Stomp of Elder Titan, kind of making more and more space for a Sniper. So
5
not a
seconds
bad ban,
remaining.
but I didn't think really that MP would go for Sniper. So we'll definitely have to see. Obviously,
10
they can't
seconds
go in that direction
remaining.
anymore, so definitely be a bit different.
5
The
seconds
Complexity,
remaining.
their last pick. I'm still calling Pudge. I think it's solid, but they're going to go with an Enigma.
Radiant
That'll
team's
probably
turn to
be
pick.
Z-Freak in the jungle on the Enigma, and then final pick here for NP coming up next. So the team fight of Complexity looks pretty solid. Black Hole, Chaotic Offering, Tornado EMP. The things really do combine
10
very
seconds
well.
remaining.
Centaur going to be Nuisance early. Hoof Stomp
5
Double Edge,
seconds
as well as
remaining.
just getting that Blink to be the initiator for Complexity. They're going to have the Blink or Enigma there too, and possibly getting a this too. So Alchemist, the final pick for NP. All right, now I'm hyped. Now I'm ready. I'm up. Just woke up about 30 minutes ago. I was casting last night, 6 a.m. Chinese Dota. We're back up here at 1 in the afternoon after a couple hours of sleep. It took a little bit of me kind of just seeing this draft and thinking in my head what's going to come of this, but I'm ready now. So Abaddon, Elder Titan, Venge, Slardar, Alchemist for the side of NP, Warlock, Centaur, Invoker, Brewmaster, and finally that Enigma coming out for Complexity.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's do this. I'm ready to go.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's take a look. It will be Z-Freak on the Enigma, 747 on the Invoker mid, Swindle Melons on the Warlock, Monkeys Forever on that Centaur off lane, and then Moo safe lane with the Brewmaster. On the other side for NP, CSVG on the Elder Titan, AUI on the Venge, Rose with the Slardar, MSS playing the Abaddon, and finally Eternal Envy with the Alchemist. Has those nice Radiance blades that, unfortunately, I gambled away a long time ago. Probably on someone like Hyper Glory Team. we're ready. According to chat, we'll be underway in just a moment. Really hoping this game comes on through. For all you wondering why BTS isn't streaming this, I am the official caster hired to do this game. The other game was assigned to BTS. Specifically them. I guess they wanted to throw me one good game, you know? A big one. One solid one here, trying to advertise the BCOP hub and everything that it's about on twitch.tv/gamingforgelt. So, you know, thank you, Based, Valve, and PGL. Appreciate it.
The battle resumes.
All right, so we get the unpause. We're ready to go. There's the cheeky Sunstrike coming through from the Invoker. But it is really there to make sure that they're not smoking immediately, looking to put some pressure on Complexity. A lot of people think it's just kind of BM, but, you know, you want to be able to see that smoke just in case. And a couple of deep wards placed for both sides. We're going to get a nice NP ward over here by the shrine. Let's see. Sentry. And we'll get it. Let's see who they give this to. Last hit will go for Z-Freak, who will most likely be in the jungle with this Enigma. And he jungled very well with Venomancer. I wouldn't be surprised to see it again.
30 seconds to battle.
Lanes start to take shape. Monkeys Forever can do well up top, and best Rose as well as Eternal Envy. Just protecting this bounty rune, of course, for the Alchemist. EY is going to grab it down low here with SVG.
We'll take leave from the goddess.
The lanes start to take shape. Centaur up top for Monkeys Forever. We take a look. MSS on the Abaddon up here too. He's going to be over mid up against 747 on the Invoker. And right away, Rose does spot Z-Freak. Just really wants to stop him from getting that solid farm that we've seen him get in the jungle, and that'll push him to the other side towards the off lane. But I wouldn't really be surprised if Rose continues to follow him, and now he's kind of trapped by these creeps as well as these Eidolons, and he'll have to use that Slithering Crush to try and get out. Any rotation comes his way, he could be in a little bit of trouble. There's the Shadow Word from Swindle Melons, getting Rose very low. Another Slithering Crush coming their way. Rose will be able to retreat with his life. In this off lane with Swindle Melons on the Warlock. We take a look over. It is Z-Freak just trying to farm away in the jungle. We take a look over. Mid 747 gets backed up by Eternal Envy. Dives way past this tier 1. We've seen that not work out for a couple of teams before. You dive, you get a little bit too aggressive with your mid. End up falling, and then you're fighting from behind the entire time. Look thus far, MSS up against Monkeys Forever. 5-0 up against the 5-4, so a pretty equal lane thus far. We take a look over mid. Eternal Envy should have pretty easy time mid. Does now have one in that Acid Spray. Going to be getting a little bit more gold, and that farm will a little bit boosted up by the amount of creeps he'll be able to kill with the Acid Spray, and kind of pushing back 747. with it as well. Take a look down low. A lane which, to me, I thought would be a little bit more aggressive. You've got Moo, you've got Swindle Melons, and hopefully in a little while you'll have Z-Freak come on through, get yourselves a couple of kills for Complexity. At least that's what they'll be hoping for. But meanwhile, mid, we get the Slither and Crush out on 747. They're really trying to dive in. There's the Sunstrike, and almost takes out Eternal Envy, but they will be able to get a kill on 747, and the kill goes the way of the Alchemist as well. So one kill goes the way of NP early. It goes on the Alchemist. Something you really don't want to give up is an early lead. Rose will just kill himself to neutral. Something we need to bother watching. Let's take a look at Z-Freak. He's got himself those boots, looking for a soul ring early on. Really wants to make this jungle very effective. At 17-3, he's doing a very good job. We take a look down low at AUI, who's got himself those boots on Venge. And Venge, one of those heroes who does take quite a bit of time to really come online with the damage. But in terms of really having the abilities to make a team fight kind of work or get those pickoffs, you know, AOI with the Venge will be able to do so, especially can find himself in early level 6. So you're going to have 2 in Magic Missile thus far, 1 in that Wave of Terror. So rotations that could come over would be pretty nice. And right as I say that, we do see Rose coming over. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Magic Missile come out. There it is with the Wave of Terror. And now it's actually some Fatal Bonds coming their way. So it makes this a little bit of an issue for the side of NP, but they'll continue on to get that kill on the Brewmaster. All be Fatal Bonds together, but no real harm done as they do get the kill on Brewmaster, now leading 2-0. So 2-0 in their favor, and MSS should have an alright time just surviving in this lane. He's got the Aphotic Shield to work with. He's almost level 6, as well as this Centaur Monkeys Forever. He's almost level 6. And the Double Edge, that's really not the smartest play. So the Aphotic Shield, he's going to try and chase him down. I'm not sure why you Hoof Stomp, especially under the creep wave. The Aphotic Shield ends up popping, and you've practically killed yourself if you're that Centaur. So 3-0 already for NP, and you know, with an Alchemist, you kind of get this inflated net worth lead with the Greevil's Greed. And on top of that, you need to realize if you're the side of Complexity, that it is just that. It's an inflated lead, and if you take care of the Alchemist, you can take care of the rest. But if you really let him get out of control, he can control the entire map. He can control the entire game and really just make it difficult for Complexity to be able to leave the base, find their farm, and really find their way back into the game. So they need to be careful about letting Eternal Envy find his farm early on. We're 5.5 minutes in. I do feel well enough to give you guys the net worth, as we do see it is obviously that an Alchemist, Eternal Envy, top of the net worth, followed then by the Abaddon MSS. So he's doing pretty well. He did find himself a kill on the Centaur up top. Maybe one he wasn't, you know, hoping, or not hoping for, but didn't think he would get until the Centaur turned around, hoof stomped with him under creeps with the Aphotic Shield on and about 10 health, and then just died.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
4-7, he's farming okay, has himself his boots. We'll see if he goes for the Midas next. He does have the Gloves of Haste already. Now coming over, SVG might have found himself a little bit of trouble as Z-Freak is here. No creeps to deny yourself to SVG. And there go the trees, and there goes your life. Z-Freak sitting in this jungle, farming well, gets a little bit of boost in the money. SVG gets caught out. He'll fall for the first kill for Complexity. So Z-Freak is second on the net worth, farming at such an amazing rate right now. Only 1,000 gold behind this Alchemist, playing himself in a pretty solid spot. We saw with that Venomancer game, he led the net worth for just a little while, and there's the ulti coming out from the Centaur, as well as the Sunstrike, double edge, hoof stomp, and EE tries to save his life with that unstable, or with that chemical rage, excuse me, and he's not going to get it. There's the swap back into the Slithering Crush. Swindlemelon's in a whole bunch of trouble, tries to get the Fatal Bonds out on a couple, but only going to land on Rose and some creeps, not going to save his life, and he will fall. It's a return kill going the way of NP. They have given up their Alchemist, and not the return they're looking for. They want a little bit more. So 4-2, the net worth lead is not as big of a split as I thought it would be with an Alchemist in the game, and that's really due to Complexity doing very well right now, and Z-Freak, who's been farming like God in that jungle. Actually coming over is AUI, looking for a kill. The Magic Missile comes out on Swindlemelons. He's going to find himself in a whole bunch of trouble. The Aphotic Shield is popped, and there with the Wave of Terror and the last hit are both AUI and MSS. So Rose is here and TPing out will be the Centaur. Probably give up this tier 1.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Give up the tier 1. They find themselves back now, 2,000 net worth, but they've got the Midas out on 747. Z-Freak still farming very well. He's got a Midas of his own. We have seen this a couple times for when Z-Freak jungles in. Trying to get out is going to be SVG, but gets spotted by the Centaur Monkeys forever. There's the hoof stomp with the Sunstrike following it up, and the double edge. Get themselves another kill, but meanwhile up top they're losing this tier 2. AUI is pushing on forward, and he's brought this tier 2 to half health. They need to make a rotation, they need to make a play on Complexity to stop this from happening, and just Moo up here alone at level 7. I'm not too sure that's going to be the answer.
Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
We don't witness it, we don't receive a prize, and we don't pass go. Just notice that the notification comes. So they heal up at the shrine, and 3 are coming over. They do not have Black Hole. They will have Monkeys and Swindlemelons nearby. They might be able to find something in this Alchemist Eternal Envy, but they are going to avoid each other. They're going to back off. He's really going to come in that gank attempt, I guess you could call it. Take a look, Eternal Envy now at 63, just about 6,400 net worth, has picked up that armlet. They're going to stampede to find a kill up top, or at least try to, as the Primal... The split is there, and now they're going to get the stun out on AUI. He might be in a little bit of trouble. He's down to about 250 health, still trying to run away. He's going to use that wand to keep himself up. They get another stun out on him, but AUI still alive. The Primal Split is no more.
Radiant's bottom tower,
and there's the Thunderclap to finish off AUI, so they do end up getting the kill. They use quite a bit for it in Stampede and Primal Split. And yes, I did hesitate because I didn't think I knew the right name. Five to 4, still in favor of NP, but only by a little bit of a sliver. And really not the lead you'd think you have with an Alchemist. Alchemist, of course, does sit top that net worth with 7,500 gold, but then we take a look over at Z-Freak, who's got himself that Midas, and now already at 1,400 gold, almost leading his own team. Doing a very good job in the jungle, doing very solid with his farm. To me, that is really the key to the comeback for Complexity. And it's not a big comeback. It's only 1,000 net worth at this point, but to the comeback nonetheless. Over mid, there are 4 here. 3-man smoke coming out. Side of MP looking to get a kill on 747, but he's backed himself all the way deep past this river, and now they're going to try and get themselves a kill. The stun charge up. There's the blink with the slithering crush. They get the echo stomp as well. There's no way out, 747, and he is going to fall.
Dire's no fortify their structures. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Monkeys, he might find himself in a little bit of trouble. He's forced to use that ulti, now trying to get away, but the swap is there as well as the magic missile. They're going to get the chaotic offering out on 3, but that's not going to keep him alive. And now blinking in his move, trying to get a good thunderclap. He doesn't have his ulti. He doesn't have enough mana for it anyway, and no black hole is going to be used by Z-Freak. I thought with the chaotic offering they might find more in a possible black hole, but they just lose Moo, and things don't really go as well as I thought they would for the side of Complexity. So Eternal Envy going for that Radiance, of course, as is tradition, and very low. He is going to be spotted under this ward. There's the Sunstrike right on the money! And that ward vision there for Complexity, something you love to see, like, from myself at least. I love to see that kind of play, considering the fact that I am just not a good player in itself. There's the blink with the hoof stomp. Double edge comes through. That's going to pop the ult of MSS. Now Monkeys might be in a little bit of trouble, but he'll get to the high ground, get the Shadow Word from Swindle Melons. Complexity, they continue to keep the pressure on this mid-tier 1. Echo Stomp comes through on a couple. Earth Splitter getting thrown on through. There's the Slithering Crush, Earth Splitter, and now the double edge from Monkeys trying to make something happen on the turnaround. They will get a kill on Rose, but they lose Z-Freak, really the big team fighter for their side on Complexity, and the swap comes back from 747, coming in with the Thunderclap as well as the Primal Split is going to be moved, trying to make something happen as we do see this Elder Titan getting very low. The double edge comes on through. He's going to be dead. 3 are now gone for Complexity, while 2 have fallen for MP. They've lost 747. They lost Monkeys forever. And now it looks as though they might be in a little bit of trouble for Moo as he gets all the way back. Will blink to his freedom. Things will be okay for Moo, but overall in that team fight, you've lost Z-Freak, Moo, and 747. It is just not the fight that Complexity were looking for. They're the ones being the aggressors. They're the ones looking for a tier 1. And they get caught out by a nice Echo Stomp Earth Splitter coming in from SVG. Follow that up with a Blink Slithering Crush from Rose, and you have yourself a team fight from NP. So 3-man smoke for the side of Complexity, but it looked as though that was under ward vision. Now they start to make their way over and look to get themselves a kill. The ward sentry for the side of NP, so the ward still standing, however, for Complexity, but they're not going to spot anybody. AY is not going to go into the range of the ward. They're not going to have vision, and with that, the smoke play will be all for naught.
Radiant took down Roshan.
While all that's happening, they do take themselves Roche, Aegis out on Eternal Envy, and just with that, they're going to smoke and try and make a play right off that Roche kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Coming over from behind, trying to find something. Z-Freak, he might get spotted out here. AY smoke is going to break. Z-Freak does back off, but Complexity, they might be looking to fight. There's the Wave of Terror. That's going to hit on 3. Now the Magic Missile follows it up. Rose with a great blink into a Slithering Crush. There's the stun coming through from the Alchemist. They get 1 kill. They get another one on Swindle Melons. Moo's going to be the next one to fall. This game is looking all NP at this moment in time as they take another team fight in succession.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help. It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
So 3 kills go the way of NP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has shattered to pieces.
It is looking very NP thus far. They finish off the Radiance on Eternal Envy. Let's take a look. Let's see what Complexity can do. They haven't been really able to find themselves the right team fights. The black holes have been non-existent thus far. And there, too, for the Invoker, he's picked up that Ags, but he is still not putting up quite the fight we thought he would up against this MP side. Coming over is Z-Freak, does have Black Hole available. But the side of NP, they're just going to back up. Complexity, they're still looking to be aggressive, still looking to make a play. They know with one team fight, they'll be all well and dandy, but now the ability to dodge that stun on yourself and the aphotic shield from an SS. So Eternal Envy continuing to farm. He has that Radiance, going for Boots of Travel next. Really going to make it hard for Complexity to keep the aggression they want to keep onto the side of MP, despite it not working for them. But Boots of Travel, EE will be able to push out these lanes and make it much difficult. Complexity really find their moment, find the play they want to make moving forward in this game. Complexity trying to make a play, trying to defend this tier 2. Z-Freak needs to find a way in, but there's just so much that can stop that black hole. If he does not get that Vengeance, that's it. You're either swapped or hit with a magic missile, and that'll be trouble as you'll no longer have the black hole, and the team fight is really held together by that black hole of Z-Freak. We take a look over again at MP. MSS, he has that Sanj. Is looking for the SNY. We take a look over at Rose, who's been hitting these Blink Slithering Crushes with much precision thus far, and he'll be going for a 4-staff next. We haven't taken really a look at AUI's items as he's going for the Manta style, has Helm of the Dominator, as well as a Slithering Crush, or as well as the Dragon Lance. Sorry, I was thinking about Rose blinking forward on Swindle Melons to get the Slithering Crush. Not going to find it, and Swindle Melons will be able to just back off. But they kind of know where the side of Complexity is. SVG is trying to set up for something, and
Radiant's bottom tower's
there's
got
the Astral Spirit
problems.
with the Echo Stomp. Not going to find anything, as backing off is 747.
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
So Boots of Travel are there for Eternal Envy. Next up is that Manta style, wanting to be able to push as well as he can, and Boots of Travel coming out for 747, so he's not doing too poorly. And next up is going to be that Octarine Core, despite sitting 5,000 net worth behind this Alchemist, which is no surprise with the boosted net worth of Grievel's Greed. 747's doing okay. Midas, Ags, Boots of Travel. Let's see how quickly he does get this Octarine Core, which will be very telling on where this game's going to go. Oh, a big smoke play coming out for Complexity. 4 smoked up. We take a look over Z-Freak. He does have the mech. Again, he still needs to get pretty much the best black hole he can. Otherwise, he finds himself in danger of it just being wasted. Z-Freak moving forward. Smoke not popped just yet, but they are by this shrine. They do spot Eternal Envy TPing over his MSS. They're trying to get that stun going, and there's the Dominated Creep getting the stun out on Z-Freak, and with that, they'll bring him down once again. So they're going to have to use the Stampede for their retreat. And Complexity, while trying to be aggressive once more, it fails and blows up in their face again. We take a look over up top. 747, he'll be the next victim of this entire squad of NP. And 2 die. Now NP continue to move forward. It was Complexity looking for the aggression, looking to pull this game back in their direction, but the aggression bites them back, and it really doesn't work out at all.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Actually, mid, we do see Eternal Envy in a bit of trouble, as well as Rose. Rose is getting very low. And they will find themselves a kill as the Primal Split is used. Monkeys Forever is going to not survive as the Radiance Burn is there and enough. And now SVG trying to get himself a nice Echo Stomp. And not find enough. He'll be stunned up as well. Owie is here. There's the Wave of Terror. Moo in between the entire side of MP. That'll be another one going MP's way, this time for AUI.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
So with that, they're going to push bottom. They're going to look for this tier 2. The creep wave's here. They're here. Why not? And,
Dire's bottom tower is fallen.
now it's there. Now it's not.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help. Dire has
So they lose the
fortified
tier
this
2 bottom. The tier 3, it's not looking any better for them. The Glyph is only going to extend the inevitable. There comes the Tornado with the EMP. MSS in a bit of trouble. Gets a little bit of a mini stun out from the Enigma, so they need to make sure they're okay. There's the Chaotic Offering coming out on 3. The Fatal Bonds is there, as well as the Black Hole. It's going to be enough to possibly bring down a couple, but there's the Earth Splitter. That'll stop Z-Freak from really doing too much. They end up bringing down Eternal Envy, and now there's the Blink with the Slithering Crush, but Rose, he's put himself in really just harm's way, as he will be the next one to fall on MP after the Aphotic Shield is popped. So 747 gets a double kill. It's a nice Black Hole as well as a Chaotic Offering. But now what do? You don't have the Chaotic Offering. You don't have the Black Hole. Now you don't have an Enigma. Now you don't have the Invoker. You get the Hoof Stomp double edge out on 2. But Centaur, he's looking to be in more trouble. A perfect Echo Stomp comes through from SVG. Now you're without 2 of your big time cores. So they're looking to get the racks. Mew coming in with the Thunderclap, putting himself in harm's way. There's the Magic Missile. Slithering Crush comes on through from Rose. They'll get another kill. Chaos Meteor comes on through. As I keep saying that phrase, I'm really trying to get off it. He's bought back. He's in a little bit of trouble with that Aphotic Shield. He will survive for a little bit longer. Will this Tornado do it? It will. So just like that, they've lost Eternal Envy, but the Rampage is there for AUI. He takes out the Invoker, Z-Freak, Swindle Melons, Moo. The Rampage continues. All 5 dead on Complexity, and despite losing Eternal Envy on this Alchemist, they'll wipe the entire team. They get the triple Rampage out on AUI. And the game, just like that, it's over. NP win, Complexity, they fall to now what looks to be the group stage leaders of NP in just only 24 minutes.